Welcome back everyone to the Blender Creator course, Stylized 3D Models, and this is where we left it off. Alright, so now let's grab this part here, let's press Shift D, let's bring it up, let's make it a little bit smaller, like so, and then let's bring it over to this side, so Shift D, let's press S and Z and really shrink that down, S and Y, and let's bring it over to the next part now, so Shift D, S and Y, like so. And now let's actually do these sides as well. So Shift D, spin it around. So R, Z, 90. Let's put it into place. So into place around there. Now we've got, this is a very weird angle to do. We could use the knife tool on this, I guess. That would probably be the easiest way. Let's first of all get it into place then. So without proportional editing on, pull it over into place there. And then let's just press 1. Let's press K. And let's come in and cut it from here. Like so. And then we can come in, just grab this top face, press delete, faces. There we go. All right, now let's grab this one, Shift D, let's drag it over. Let's put it into place, like so. And let's get, I'm thinking, probably a piece of wood. We've got a little bit of a gap there, as you can see. I don't really want that. I think what I'll do with that is actually come in, grab the top of this, proportional editing on, and just pull it up, zooming in my mouse, like so. Then it looks a little bit tighter on that part. And then I'm going to grab this bit, Shift D, bring that up. I'm going to drop it back as well into place like so. And then of course I'm going to spin this round. So R, Z, 180, spin it round. Maybe drop it back a little bit more. And I'm also going to rotate it just a tad as well. So RY, rotate it, double tap the A. And now you can see that's going together very, very nicely. Okay, so now we want to make sure though with the sides that we're going to, be putting some other things in there. In other words, we want it to look a little bit different. So I'm probably going to put a piece of wood going over here. Basically what you want to do again is you want to make sure that near enough every single wall looks different from the other part, the other piece of wood. So whether it's a window on there, whether it's a piece of brick, whether it's some grass, whether it's the little small bricks that we're going to use soon, it's entirely up to you. You just want to make sure though that you're actually doing that. So I think what we'll do now is we'll just go to save. So save. And then what we'll do is we'll just create a couple of bricks. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to press Shift A. I'm going to bring in a plane. R, Y, 90. Let's bring this plane out like so. And I just want something just to get the right scale of. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press S and Y just to pull it out a little bit. Something like that looks around the right sort of scale. So you can see now these are going to be in the wall like this. I think I'll make it a little bit thinner as well. So I'm going to have one like that. Let's have another one like this. So S and Y, another one like that. Let's grab this one again. So Shift D. And let's pull this one out. So we're going to come to Edge Select, pull it out without proportional editing on. Pull it out like so. And let's make one a little bit of a different brick. So Shift D. And with this one, we'll press Tab, press Control R, left click, and then I'll pull it over to that side. Grab both of these, pull them up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull a little bit down. So E and Z, pull it down a little bit like so. Now what we'll do is we'll put a couple of these together as well. So if I grab these two, I'm going to press Shift D like so. And then what I'll do is I'll put this one close to this. So like that. And then I'll create, I think, one more variation. So Shift D, let's bring it up. And then what I'll do with this one is I'll move this to the side, press Shift D, move it to the side, S, and Y, like so. Then make it a little bit uneven, and then S and Y, like so. All right, so now I've got a lot of variations of bricks. Now, the next thing you want to do is you want to pull them all out. So let's join them all together first. Like so. Press Ctrl J, Ctrl A, all transforms, right click, set origin to geometry, and then tab, A to grab everything, E, pull them out, like so. And then what we want to do is we want to bevel them. So we also want to make sure as well that these ones, especially here, if we've got one of them, we'll just pull it out a little bit. And then we'll get the other one, pull it back in a little tiny bit, just to give us more variation. And then with this one, we'll do the same thing. So L, pull it out a little bit, like so. All right, they're looking pretty nice. Now let's come in, Control A again, because we've actually pulled them out. And then what we'll do is we'll come in and bring in a bevel. So we'll bevel them off, turn it all the way down, turn it up, maybe 2, like so. And now let's bring in the material. So the material is going to be this stone here. So I can basically come in, grab this, press Ctrl L, link material. And then what I can do with these now is I can come into material, take off my wood because I'm not going to need that on, and then press Tab, A, U, Smart UV Project, click OK, and there we go. Now we have our bricks. Now all we need to do is name all of these bricks and split them up because we don't obviously want them all together and we want to bring them in with ease. So let's actually do that now. So what I'm going to do is you can actually split them up and then probably join them together. So if I grab them all, I can come to, let me have a look if it's under mesh, separate by loose parts. There we go. Now what I can do is I can actually come, join these two together. So Control J, join these three together, Control J. And then what I can do is I can just come in now and put brick 1, 2, and 3. So let's come in, brick 1, but I'll copy it from there. So I'm going to copy it from here, Control C. So brick 1, let's come to this one, brick 2, like so. Next one. And then the last one, this one here, like so. Now let's put those into our asset manager. So I'm just going to grab all of them, right click, mark as asset. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to move these out over here because I'm not going to have them there. I'm going to spin them all around. So RZ 90. Let's have a look to see if they're in the right place. Let's drop them down a little bit like so. All right, and as we're building out, obviously we're creating our new asset manager at the same time. Now let's come in and put a few bricks in. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press 3. I'm going to go to my asset manager. I'll have to line that up again actually. And we're going to have someone assigned. So what I'm going to call this one, I'm going to click the plus. I'm going to call it small bricks. Like so. And then I'm going to go to unassigned, grab these bricks, and then we're going to drop them into small bricks like so. Okay, so now what you'll find is that it's very easy then just to grab a brick and put it in place. So R, X, 90. Let's put that one in place. We're going to shove it into place. I can see that I did make a little bit of a mess, and it might be why all of these now are, in this position. So let's just clear the assets and let's do this properly. I'm going to zoom into this one, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab all 3 or 6 of these bricks, press Ctrl A, all transforms, right click, set origin to geometry, and that's then going to make it much easier. If I press 1 now to get frontal view, right click, mark as asset, and now we're going to have unassigned, and this should look better now. So if I come in and drop that small bricks into there, okay, now let's see if they're going properly. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just delete this brick out of the way. So delete. Press 3 to go to side view, zoom in, and then what I'm going to do is bring my brick in, and there we go. Now we can see it's coming in very nicely. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I'm going to zoom in to my brick, I'm going to put it into place, maybe something like this, and then we'll get the little L brick, and I'll drop that in. So R, X, or RY, 90, and then R, X, 180, spin this one round. Put this brick in here, pull it back a little bit, like so. And I think, let's have a look round here. So now there is plenty more to do on the next one. We've got to get in this piece of wood here. We want a piece of wood going over here. Same on this side. And we also want to put in our supports, which are going to support this part here, because it's no good, you know, just hanging down here. We need some sort of supports, and it also makes it look a lot nicer. All right, everyone. So let's save out our work, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.